them so I can like let them know I'm getting ready to be online.
Right.
Which is like what we call a blast on something else. Like if I'm going to be broadcasting, I'll put out a blast, and then people know I'm online broadcasting. So now the next step is you got to find me, but I got to give you a link to find me.
Right.
So
And
main thing is that's what I have to get used to, knowing how to
right.
put that
And
out there
so
so I can be
so so what Zoom does, and the others are somewhat similar, is it
mhm.
gives you the opportunity to either copy the link or you can use your calendar, which is what I did with you. I imported the meeting into my calendar and then
Right.
invited you to the meeting. So if you mess around
Okay.
with Zoom, it'll show you that too. If you ever want to schedule something, you click where it says schedule, it'll say what kind of calendar do you use. It'll give you a choice of Outlook, Google, and other. I don't know what the other is, but I've always used either Outlook
Right.
or Google. Usually my Outlook
Well,
calendar.
my other is my other is YouTube now because I'm starting to do my broadcast on YouTube so I can have
Okay.
YouTube live.
Okay.
But
Cool.
the main thing is, I guess I have to get used to the concept of scheduling
Yes.
and actually being able, like I said, I could send them an invite.
Yep.
That's where I've been having my problems at. I
Right.
can't, like I said, right now, like I said, if I wanted my supervisor or somebody at work to Zoom with me, I couldn't get them to get it because with them not understanding, they don't know much about it.
Ah.
So
Okay.
I try to say, well, let me send them something, let them know what I'm doing, and give them, let them know I want to Zoom with them. They be like, wow, I don't even know how to get on there. So, I mean,
Right.
that's why I say I have to,
Well. Right.
in
Well,
order for them to be able to do it, I have to be good
you have
at
to
it so I can
practice.
show
Right.
them
So
what,
I
what
highly
that's what,
recommend,
yeah, right.
a friend,
So,
coworker,
uh-huh.
girlfriend, an ex-girlfriend, I don't know, just say, hey, I need to practice. I'm going to send you a link to a Zoom meeting and do what we did today. And maybe, if you want to, really make
Yeah.
it lifelike or realistic,
Okay.
do something that would replicate something you might do in a classroom setting. Pretend you're doing a
Mm-hmm.
presentation for one of your classes and prepare a 5-minute presentation. Share your screen and I'll do all that stuff that we
Right.
did, right? So you can be practiced at it. One last thing. So
Yeah. Well, I
walk
mean,
through.
I did good. Yeah. I had, yeah.
So I'm gonna in
Uh-huh.
our last minute or so, I'm gonna walk through the steps. So from now on, when you
Uh-huh.
are working on anything in your classroom setting, you go to, as you said, you go to the classroom area, you go to your Cengage,
Okay.
you take a look at your activity calendar, take a look at your activity list, and then if you have something you've printed out, you can write notes on it, right? You can
Okay.
say, hey, reminder to me, to myself, remember such and such is due, blah, blah, blah. Some people like having that on
Right.
paper, even if they're checking online. But make sure that on a daily basis, you're looking at your assignment, your activity list,
Mm-hmm.
which has everything there, and then look at your activity
Right.
calendar and your activity list. They are your best friends. They can save your life.
Uh-huh.
Okay.
Okay. Yeah.
Excellent. Okay.
That's I need that. Yeah, to have an agenda. That's what I need to work that out. So because
Sure.
I know I already had the. Hey, I know what I got to make up. I got a lot of stuff to go through, but I mean, I got enough time to do it. I could do this. Like I said, I ain't gonna brag. In 2 weeks, I know I should be caught up.
You will be.
But
You will be.
every day, like you said, those moments that I need the time to do that, I'm gonna have
Give
to
your
take it.
right. Give
Yeah,
yourself. Make
right.
out your day.
Because I
Right.
still got to do my other classes and the art
Right.
projects and stuff. So in
Right.
between that, I got to find time to do it. But
So,
yeah,
so I'm going to ask
but
your
and now a
permission.
little better now that you show me how to navigate and find stuff that I need and where it's at.
Okay.
Because I think I told you, huh?
I was just ask your permission. You're not the only
Oh,
student who asks questions like this. Do you
good.
mind if I record our session and then post it on my YouTube channel where students ask me questions about how to go to school online?
Okay.
Are you okay with that? And I will. I'll send you a link to it. Send you a link.
No, it's great. Yeah,
but
yeah.
here's the great thing,
No,
right?
I
We
appreciate this. I mean, that's
Oh,
why I
the
said you
pleasure is
can.
mine. The pleasure
Yeah,
is mine. So here's what I want you to do. If you run into a
yeah.
problem, now it's putting it
Uh-huh.
on you. I'm now putting the ball in your court. If you have another problem and you need to set up another meeting, you email me Let
Yeah.
me, and I'll tell you my schedule. Then you send me an invitation to a Zoom
Okay.
meeting, and then I will
Okay.
we'll work out whatever we're working out at that point. So it'll have a twofold benefit. One is you'll get that
Okay.
practice we've been talking about, and two, it'll give me an opportunity
Right.
to coach you right through some of the things. And I mean, nobody's born knowing how to do this, Demetrius. I wasn't born knowing how to have Zoom meetings. I didn't come
Yeah.
out of the womb knowing any of this stuff.
Right. I mean, yeah, I know. I just it just fell. Yeah, it just fell into my lap. Like God, I feel like this. If I didn't have a laptop, it wouldn't make a sense into me. I was like, at least I can. If it falls into my lap, I can just open up my laptop and say, oh, now I can use it and see what I'm gonna do with this.
Right.
But at first, I didn't know. I had no idea. I'm like, wow, man. People keep talking about, come on, man. This is just Zoom me. I'm like, man, that's like saying, back then the saying was Facebook me. Now it's like, hey, everybody's not on Facebook. Everybody's on the Zoom now. You got your celebrities on Zoom. You got
Yes.
them comedians is back and forth. Like
Oh
that's
yes.
where everything's
Yes.
going now.
Oh yes.
So no, but like you said, I appreciate everything you done for me. You can record it. I mean, I would like to have it in store. I'm like, wow, I finally been on Zoom and I got it right.
Yes.
Some part of it or something,
Well,
get better at
it's like anything else. The more you do it, the smoother you'll become, and you'll be teaching other people before you know it, right? Before you know it, you'll be the person people will come to. You will go from crawling to walking to running,
Right.
flying, literally within months. Because one, you're a bright guy, and two, you're going to practice, right? So you're going to get there. Okay.
Yeah. All right.
Okay.
Well, see, the thing that got me was, I didn't know how to navigate or go through this thing, because every time I said, people were saying like, wait a minute, how do you figure out how to put a background up there? You got that background. I was like, yeah, that's something. That's one of my art projects. He said, how did you do that? Oh, I said, I started messing around and seen the thing, and then just started playing around with it.
Right.
Then,
so
after that part, get away with it. Then, like I said, I already got a blue screen.
Right.
Anyway, for my, just doing things, animation and stuff.
Right. So if you figured that out,
well, I want to learn how to,
just the same way you figured that out.
So now the other thing is,
you'll figure the rest. You will. You'll figure out all the rest.
Yeah.
Okay. So,
okay.
So we're going to wrap up now, but feel free to email me if you have anything else you need to do. And then, like I said, the ball's in your court. So the next Zoom meeting we have, you will be inviting me.
Mm-hmm.
Okay.
Okay. Most definitely.
Excellent.
Yeah. Oh, I had to just tell you one thing before I go.
Yes.
It was about the book that I was telling you about, that they actually, what happened, I had found a place to get it. It was a PDF that I had to download.
Yep.
The book was not in the library. The lady was telling me last night that I didn't have an order for it anyway. Nobody told me that I did need that book. And so, I just went on and downloaded. Now I got to tell my teacher I got the book, but we only got 10, it's like 10th week now.
Well,
so we
what?
only got until December.
Right. Well, now you know. Now you know. And so from now on, as soon as you have your class scheduled, the next thing you do is you start checking out what you need to do to have the proper text and materials. And yes, sometimes you'll need to, go to Amazon, who knows, right? But there's always a way. There's no such thing as there not being a way.
There's always, like you said,
always a way.
Right. You said it. There's always a way.
All right.
So
be well.
Okay.
Be safe.
With that being said, okay.
And like I said,
all right, and I appreciate that, man. Thank you.
Yeah, if you need anything else, email me and then send me an invitation. We'll set up our next meeting. Once again, it's always a pleasure, an honor, and a privilege. I know you're going to get caught up. Just every day, take a little bit more, another bite out of the elephant, and soon you will have eaten the whole thing. Okay.
All right. Okay. Thank you, man. Okay. Thank you so much, Hey, Bill. I appreciate this. This is, like I said, this is a milestone for me, man.
It is.
I mean, I never thought it would be. I never thought it'd be possible.
But you did it. But you're doing it. Okay.
Okay.
I'll talk to you soon.
All right. Thanks.
Okay.
Okay. I'll talk to you soon. Thank you, man.
Okay. Bye.